Hello everyone. The objective of this session is to define the decision support systems and business intelligence architecture, discuss the evolution of BI capabilities, and compare them to highlight the key elements which differentiates business intelligence from decision support systems. The session also illustrates the contextual difference between the two in terms of usage, environment, and development. So let's get started. As mentioned earlier, this session introduces the students to the decision support system and business intelligence architecture, discusses the evolution of business intelligence capabilities over a period of time, and establishes a connect between decision support systems and business intelligence to highlight the similarities and differences between the two key terms. Talking about the high level DSS architecture, a typical DSS architecture has four key elements or four key components: the user interface, the data, the models, and the knowledge. User interface is the interactive interface that comes in front of the end user, with the help of which the user interacts with the decision support system. The data is the key thing which gets processed with the help of different mathematical models which are there at the back end to create some kind of knowledge. This knowledge can be tacit knowledge or it can be explicit knowledge as well. So we have four key elements: user interface, data, models, and knowledge. Talking about types of DSS, there are two major types of DSS that we talk about. One is the model oriented DSS, and the other one is the data oriented DSS. The model oriented DSS are the DSS that we talk about where the mathematical models or the model base which is existing at the backend plays a major role as far as the architecture of DSS is concerned. Whereas a data oriented DSS is more of a reporting kind of a DSS wherein the data which gets published into the DSS is being used to come out with certain kinds of decisions. There are models at the backend, but those models are uh, comparatively simplified models, and the data plays a major role as far as this DSS is concerned. So we have two types of models: the model oriented DSS and the data oriented DSS. Now, talking about the BI capabilities and its evolution. So, originally, when you talk about business intelligence, we talk about decision support systems, and the very origin of business intelligence came from decision support systems. But it is not only decision support systems which is there; it is also includes data warehouses. It also includes the ETL processes. It also includes data marts. It also talks about the executive information system and the expert systems. It also talks about financial reporting. We also have OLAP, that is online analytical processing, which forms the basis of the different querying and mining techniques. Then you have digital cockpits and dashboards, which is a major component or an element as far as business intelligence is concerned. Uh, then you have scorecards and dashboards. So dashboards are basically user interfaces which have the day-to-day reports for the senior management to have a look at as and when they require it. Then you have workflows. You talk about alerts and notifications. A very good example of notifications being uh, the notifications we get when we purchase something from an e-commerce portal. So as soon as we make a purchase or we are in the process of purchasing something, we get notifications that people who have bought this, have also have had a look at something similar to these kind of products, or they can also show you certain products which are complementary to the product you are trying to buy from that portal. So those are alerts and notifications. Then it also includes data and text mining, right? So there's a difference between data mining and text mining. Data mining can be anything. It can include association, it can include cluster analysis, it can include even web mining, but all these mining techniques are based on structured data. Whereas when you talk about text mining is conducted, or it is actually done on top of unstructured data. So that is another key component which is there. Then you have predictive analytics, which holds a lot of significance as far as business intelligence is concerned. Then you have certain broadcasting tools. So, for example, if you need to issue a loan to a customer, then the past records of that customer in terms of his or her credibility is issued, or it comes as a broadcast in front of the management or the organization issuing the loan, and that is a broadcasting tool. And then you have different kinds of portals, which includes dashboards and scorecards, which also forms an integral part of business intelligence. So business intelligence is not only DSS, it includes a lot many other things as well. So talking about the architecture of BI, so typical BI architecture consists of four parts. Number one, a data warehouse with its source data. Number two, business analytics, which is a collection of tools for manipulating, mining, and analyzing the data in the data warehouse. Then you have the business performance management for monitoring and analyzing performance. Now, this is a key component which differentiates a business intelligence tool from a DSS tool. That is the business performance management. So, in case we're talking about a business intelligence, it will always have a business performance management context associated with it, whereas a decision support system may or may not have the business performance management context associated with it. So this is the key differentiator as far as decision support systems and business intelligence is concerned. That is the business performance management, which enables businesses to manage and monitor the performances over a period of time. And the fourth key component, the fourth element of in the architecture of BI is the user interface, which is quite similar to what we had in case of a decision support system as well. Now this is again the graphical representation of the architecture of BI. So you have the data warehousing environment, you have the business and analytics environment, you have the performance and strategy environment. The key environment being the performance and strategy, which talks about the BPM strategies in terms of scorecards and dashboards. And then finally you have the user interface as well. So the components of in a BI architecture, so we have already discussed this. It has a data warehouse, which is a large repository of well organized historical data. Mind you, this is talking about historical data and not relational data, as in the case of an RDBMS. Business analytics, which are the tools that allow transformation of data into information or knowledge. BPM, or the business performance management, which allows monitoring and measuring and comparing key performance indicators. So this again, I would like to highlight that this is the key differentiator between a business intelligence tool and decision support system tool. Then you have the user interface, which allows easy access for manipulation of other BI components. Then talking about some of the benefits of BI. So the benefits of BI includes faster reporting and analysis and planning. It also includes more accurate reporting, analysis and planning, better business decisions, improved data quality, improved employee satisfaction, improved operational efficiency, improved customer satisfaction, increased competitive advantage, reduced costs, increased revenues, and saved headcounts. So these are a number of benefits in case as far as business intelligence is concerned. There can be many more, but these are some of the key benefits as far as organizations reporting these benefits are concerned. Then talking about the DSS and BI Connect. So the very first connect between the two is that their architectures are very similar. With the key difference being that in case of BI, you have a business performance management component which is absent in case of a DSS. So DSS typically talks about the user interface, the data, the models, and the knowledge, whereas the context to manage business performances across industries in different kinds of organizations is something which is missing. Secondly, DSS directly supports specific decision making, while BI provides accurate and timely information and indirectly supports decision making. So that is another key difference. So DSS as such is more for structured and semi-structured decisions, whereas BI talks about semi-structured and unstructured decision making with a context to manage and monitor business performances. Again, I would like to highlight the same element of business intelligence. Thirdly, so business intelligence has an executive and strategic orientation. We have already discussed this right now, especially in its BPM and dashboard components, while DSS in contrast is oriented towards analysts. So the work of a DSS stops as far as analysts are concerned, till the point we are talking about business analysts or data analysts, whereas BI has an orientation from a strategic point of view. Fourthly, most BI systems are constructed with commercially available tools and components, while DSS is often built from scratch. So typically, BI systems, if you talk about, are done. These are created or developed by software companies, while DSS is something which is done from an academic point of view. From an academic point of view, we mean that these days when you talk about DSS, it is only with the context of explaining what business intelligence tools are all about, because this term as such holds no significance as far as organizations are concerned. So they don't talk about DSS, they only talk about business intelligence tools, so which is also the uh, fifth connect between business intelligence and DSS, right? And lastly, many of the tools that BI uses are also considered as DSS tools. This is the similarity between the two. So, for example, the data mining and the predictive analytics are core tools in both BI as well as DSS. So although some people equate DSS and BI, but there are some key differences which we already discussed. Some people believe that DSS is a part of BI, which is not actually true. There are others who think that BI is a special case of DSS. Yes, but it is only one key component of business intelligence, the DSS. There are other things which we talked about: dashboards, scorecards, ETL, data warehousing, data marts, reporting, and so on and so forth, which holds a lot of significance as far as the difference between BI and DSS is concerned. So with this, we end this session. Thank you so much, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.